We're going to begin with CPI fueling the rally this morning, Jim. You've said it's pretty remarkable. How much of this holds?
Well, look, I think it's actually going to be better than holds. The areas that are still up are about to go down. I mean, apparel was something that was still up. Apparel's about to collapse. I think that the used cars are down. But that's just I'd say just a prediction basically about how much new supply is going to come on. I do believe that the housing chain has considerably slowed the number of houses that are being built. That will soon come into fruition at the same time that mortgages are still high. Energy is down, and I think is going to have a hard time rallying from here. So, David, other than staying at home for food, which is a little odd, basically cereals where wheat is at a very big low, there's Fed's won on almost everything. Now, they have to win for more than one, and they haven't won on wages.
Right.
But,
right.
But they've won on all these commodities. They took it from producer to consumer. Now, look, I mean, we could get, if we still have a lot of help wanted.
Well, we're still 6% ex food and energy.
Right, no, that's why they got
I mean, 6% is not.
They got a raise.
Is not nothing. It still probably means a terminal rate of 5% or more, right?
Well, I don't want to say 5%. I think that we've seen the 2-year was at 4.6. Probably could go back, but I don't. It's very hard for a Bullard, who's a very rigorous guy, to go back to the 5 to 7. I think that he can say, look, we can do 5. And look, if the wages are still high, then this is not as important as we think. Mm-hmm. And they need more people, which means they need more firings, because it's not like they're creating new people. They need more firings. They need more engineers. They need more. A lot of the things in the wrong place. We need 80,000 IRS agents. I mean, the government's created tremendous demand for people, and that's not changed. So get excited about commodities, but not
wages coming down, which you've been pointing to for quite some time as being.
Fed's still in a bind.
Right. Okay. So the Fed is still in a bind. So back to Carl's question: is this rally for real? We're still dealing with 6% inflation. Maybe we don't get to a 5% terminal rate. The Fed is still going to continue, in your opinion, to push things because wages continue to increase. And by the way, we still haven't seen the earnings revisions of significance. Many people believe that we're going to need in 23 to really bottom.
Right, but I mean, yesterday was an important day because you saw a not so great enterprise software company get a bid. You saw a not so great grill company get a bid. I mean, these are like substantially important.
We're going to base the market's rally on Weber.
Well, I'm just saying that I'm saying there's a floor on a lot of stuff there's a put by companies that are. I mean, look, I did a lot on the Amgen yesterday. And I was too critical of that deal because Amgen really does have an international pipeline. Those guys can run that stuff through. It takes forever because that's why Pfizer bought Nurtec, Biohaven, because they have the international. But Carl, I mean, look, it's going their way. I mean, I'm like, do you want to buy up here? I never buy up openings. They don't make sense. There's always a chance during the day where someone comes out, they have some rumor or something weaker. But without the wages coming down, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
You need the wages to come down.
Yeah. I mean, people are slicing it up a bunch of different ways this morning, but one way to look at it is core ex-shelter, month on month. 2 months of negative reads.
Right, and
reads.
That's very positive. And I think that shelter is a combination. A lot of good pieces. There was a good piece in the Journal today about how you raise rates. That does not help the shelter situation. But I would point out, David, that the shelter situation has been hurt by supply chain, like many others. And once you can get these homes and they're finished, we'll hear from Lennar. Lennar's going to say, I think that the demand's not as strong as it was. But we need to. I mean, I always hate to say it because it sounds so heartless, but we need Amazon fires X and Google fires X and this guy lays off this, and we don't have that yet. So they're still going to be bidding up some things, but they're not bidding up furniture. They're not bidding up apparel. You go to the supermarket, they're still bidding up some finished. They're not bidding up beef and chicken, which is why Tyson hasn't been doing that well.
Right.
But they're bidding up vacations. Let them bid up vacations. Although airline travel was down in this, a suspect number.
Yeah, I would question that.
Yeah.
Some of the guidance this morning out of JetBlue and Save, for example, not exactly robust.
No.
Although this United order,
I was going to say
United
obviously helps.